Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 59, and today again against Norwich and also Real Madrid in the Champions League first knockout round, first leg. Before we play those games though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera, and also a new signing to the Swansea side. So the January transfer window wasn't too exciting, but we did make one signing and also saw one player leave on loan as well. Sherry Edwards, you may remember from years gone by, one of the academy standouts in season 2, I think it was, or possibly season 3. He's gone to Yeovil for the rest of the year, and his career's done here really, and unfortunately he's never going to succeed. But we did make one signing. It's not the biggest of names either, but it's a really good deal, and cheapskate Doc strikes again really with another smart signing, I would say. Jordan Pickford has come in from Spurs. Now, of course, Pickford, a young English goalkeeper in real life, plays for Sunderland, but he's since left the Stadium of Light in the game. He went to Stoke a few years ago, and at the Britannia Stadium was first choice. Pretty smart signing for Stoke. Then went to Spurs and didn't play at all for £6 million. So for £11.5 million, that was the transfer fee in total for both of those clubs. But for us, we bought him in this January transfer window for just £825,000, so less than £1 million. If he plays 50 league games, that'll go up to £2 million, so we'll give him £1.2 million in clauses. But of course, Pickford's not going to be our number one, and there's literally like zero chance of him playing 50 league games for us. So because of that, I think that's a really good signing. Pickford in for under £1 million, and yeah, not the biggest of names, but he'll be a better backup goalkeeper for Schmeichel, who drops to the Resis. He's homegrown as well. I mean, yeah, just a really smart signing. Cheapskate Doc's back at it again, and yeah, not a bad signing, that one, I'd say. And off camera, as you can see, I've played 9 games, and this is how our form was. Of course, in the last episode, you saw the draws against Chelsea and City. We then beat Leicester by 2-1, coming from behind to win that one, but then lost at home to Everton by 1-0 as our inconsistent and sketchy form continued. We then did win 3 on the bounce though, first against Preston in the FA Cup by 3-0, then Spurs by 1-0 away at New White Hart Lane, and then a 2-0 victory over Aston Villa. We then drew 1-1 with Derby away. They scored an 86th minute equaliser, which I was furious about as well. I won't show you because I just can't bother to get into the highlights and load it all up, but their equalising goal was one of the most offside goals I've seen in FM. It was going to be hard for the linesman because it came from a corner. A shot came from the edge of the area, and our men off the post left it, and Muto was just inside the 6-yard area obstructing Leno's view. It deflected off him. The shot deflected off him, went in. Should have been called offside, never was. But anyway, we then beat Wickham by 3-2. This was a really, really frustrating game though. We won it, don't get me wrong, so I'm pleased, but we fell behind twice in this game. Twice to Championship Wickham at home. Very, very poor, but in the end, we scored 2 late goals through Esposito and also Lockhead as well. And the reason I'm overemphasising Esposito is because in the next 2 games, we drew 1-1 with West Ham. They scored a late penalty, and Fabiano got a red card, his first in a Swansea shirt, and then we beat Middlesbrough by 2-1, once again having to come from behind to beat them. And the reason I sort of laughed with Esposito there is because, I don't know if you guys have been noticing in the top right when I show you these, but Esposito, that was his first goal in, I can't even remember how many games it had been, but it's absolutely absurd. I do not know what has happened to Gianluca, the Italian stallion, but he's been all over the place this season. He's barely been scoring. That was his last goal in the Newcastle game. That's crazy, and that was back in November. I mean, that is just absolutely absurd, and I don't know what's happened to the guy. He's declining in training. He's getting worse in his attributes. He's not scoring the goals. He hasn't scored a league goal again since November. It's now February. I mean, I do not know what's happened to the guy. I really, really don't. It's so sad that this season, you know, for some reason, all of our strikers are not performing. But we have had some injury problems too to report, but most of the players are now fit. Marlon and Rakit got injured at the same time. That was during that off-camera segment there, but thankfully they're both back now. And Barbosa got another injury again. Oh my God, he's getting ruined with injuries. The whole team's getting injured this season. And yeah, he's got another one to add to his ever-growing collection. But still, as we come into the first game of today's episode, we take on Norwich, and let's get straight to it, because that took absolutely ages to get through. We're at home for this game at Liberty Stadium. You may have noticed as well by our attendance going up, our stadium expansion has now been completed too, so you won't see in the background the construction works, because we now have a new stand, which is kind of cool. And yeah, this is the team for the game against Norwich, and of course in a few days' time we'll be taking on Real Madrid. That's the big game, but this is the build-up. We need to get some momentum for that one, and we need to score some goals. Come on, Esposito, for God's sake. So, this is the team for the game then. I am going to change a couple of things whilst I'm on camera, actually. What I might do is play Sisto ahead of Brandt. I want to try and get Esposito a goal. So I know that this season playing with inside forward does limit Esposito's chances, but I'll play Sisto down left and hopefully that'll help him. And I might also play Benteke ahead of Pep for this one, just because Benteke's been in good form of late, and I want to give him a go. Is it Benteke? Maybe not, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, do you know what? That'll do. I was thinking about playing Rakik ahead of Fabiano, but I'll leave Fabiano for the time being and play Rakik against Roundup. This is the team for the game then. Leno in goal, back four of George, Fabiano, Marlon, and also Karaman. In midfield, Redmond and Benteke, and further forward, Sisto on the left, Morris on the right, and Sigurdsson is the attacking midfielder. Esposito, the lone striker, and on the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Pep, Brandt, Patino, and also Wilson as well. I just realised too, I forgot to show the league table. There it is right there. As you can see, we're still top, but only by a point, and this season already conceded more goals than we did in the entire of last season. Very disappointed, but still, that was the team for the game. That's the league table. This is an important game, despite it being in the league, and there's still 13 games to go, because we need momentum for the Real Madrid game. Come on, Swansea, let's get a big win here, and for God's sake, Esposito, let's see you get a goal. I was contemplating resting one or two more players for this game as well, with Real Madrid to come on Wednesday, but I don't want to risk it. Like, we need to have a really strong lineup out there because we can't afford to lose this game at home. It will be quite embarrassing as Makio finds Campbell, and we would have got a goal down as well had it not been for Leno and Fabiano making a save and a block. And here's a highlight for us here with Benteke finding Sam Redmond, and Sammy Boy finds Sigurdsson through towards Esposito. Oh, get in! Just what the doctor ordered. How about that? Gianluca ends his goal drought in the league with the opening goal, 15 minutes and 15 seconds in. Sammy Boy to Gylfi, first time pass in towards Esposito. I thought he might have been a fraction offside. Evidently not. Oh man, doesn't that feel good? Seriously, finally, that's the first time I've seen him score in the league since back in November, and it's 1-0 to Swansea. It's been a long time coming, far too long, but he's got the goal and we take the early lead. Thank God for that. Oh my word, seriously, you have no idea how relieved I am right now. Seriously, that is just so necessary for us. We need, if we're to retain our title and our FA Cup and also get through this Champions League tie, we need Esposito to score goals. It's been too long. Well done, bruv. And now Sigurdsson on the ball out wide towards George. Another chance here for a second here. George crosses towards Sisto. It'll fall to Gianluca. Oh my word, it just had to happen, didn't it? Gianluca Esposito with a quick fire double, and it's Swansea 2, Norwich 0. This is so much more like it, man. Seriously, Sisto trips up Ramsey in the area. I think it was legal, and Esposito with the finish from a tight angle. This is much more like it. He got his confidence back after the goal against Wickham. Now he's scored 2 in the first half already. And we've got another highlight here. He's going to get a first half hat-trick. Mahrez on the ball, takes it round 1, keeps on going. Still Mahrez on the ball, gets in the area, shot straight at heart, still 2-0. But I'm still delighted. What a start. And here is a highlight here just before the break. Can Norwich get back in the game? Who have Benteke looking for Campbell. He finds him, and Campbell is denied by a great save by Leno, and then George with the block, and Manquillo fouls Sisto. Great save once again by Leno. I know we've conceded more goals than last year, don't get me wrong, but Leno has been a really smart replacement for Horn. Very good debut year, and a good stop there on the one-on-one. And as the second half begins here, the first highlight comes with Norwich looking for Charlie Austin here. Good long ball to him as well, and Austin is through, and that's a brilliant challenge by Fabiano, turning it behind for a corner. He's been another really good signing for us this season, looking very good indeed. And him as a centre-back, you know, I'm not entirely sure who he's going to play alongside long-term, Marlon or Rakik. Probably Marlon the skipper, but he's been a very smart signing himself, and the more game time he gets, the better he will become. As there's another highlight here with Mahrez on the ball, taking it around 1, and still Mahrez, and still Mahrez, and still Mahrez. Good save by Joe Hart, turning behind for a corner. Been a very action-packed game this one, and full credit I should say for Norwich for attacking us at will in this game and trying to get goals himself instead of defending, soaking up pressure, and then trying to hit us on the break. It is still 2-0 though, and I still feel pretty comfortable. And there's another highlight here just after the hour mark. Reluctant to make changes for the time being, but if we score a third goal, then I'll take off the big boys. And hopefully Esposito can get his hat-trick. He's round 1 here. He gets into the area, and oh, that could have been a hat-trick for the Italian stallion into the side netting, a golden opportunity, but not the best of finishes. And it's another highlight soon after here with Marlon finding Sam Redmond. Redmond back towards Fabiano, and we shall retain possession with George giving it back towards our centre-backs, and Marlon might be forced all the way back towards Leno. And he is. So as we pass out here with Leno coming out of his area, we're still in control of the game so far, but Norwich haven't played badly in this game whatsoever. We've just been a little bit better as Esposito sent down the right hand side here and gives it towards Sigurdsson. This is a great move, and it's a great goal as well. A really nice team goal, and good old Gylfi makes it 3 for the Swans, and that will do it. A fantastic team goal there. Esposito with 2 goals and assist. He's back, baby. And Gylfi Sigurdsson with a fantastic finish. 3-0, the points are ours. And as we come towards the end of the game, a very good performance offensively. It looks so threatening, so good. And we could have scored a couple more goals in this game, but in the end, I won't mind. We're going to get the 3 points, as it looks like it will finish as a 3-0 scoreline, unless we could add a 4th here with 8 minutes to go. Chambers off the bench down the right-hand side, plays it through towards Sisto. Sisto's shot is blocked. It'll come back towards Chambers, and he'll give it towards Redmond. He's got Patino also off the bench with him, and he'll find Esposito. Can he get his hat-trick here? Esposito takes it round Burke, and it's a great save by Hart. Who denies him? And it's still 3-0. And that will do it then. Final score, Swansea 3, Norwich 0, and a really, really solid win. Exactly what we wanted, and for Esposito's sake as well. Oh man, what a fantastic game. 2 goals and an assist for a guy who was just so poor for so long. But maybe, just maybe, he's back to his best now, and we'll see the better side of him. It's been too long since Giant Lucas won player of the match and found the back of the net in the league, but finally he has. What a fantastic performance. So great to see a fantastic win, and that is exactly the kind of motivation we need going into the Real Madrid game. It all went according to plan, and now let's get a surprise winning away at the Bernabeu. We can do it, come on. And so as we come into the big one, then we now take on Real Madrid for the second game of today's episode away at the Bernabeu. You could arguably say this is one of the biggest games in Swansea's history. So very, very excited for it, but also very nervous. And despite the big win against Norwich, quite pessimistic. But you never know, it could spring a surprise here. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm actually going to make one change to the mentality, and that's to start on counter as well, because I don't think we're going to get much from this game when trying to control the game, because of course Real Madrid are a far superior side. We'll try and hit them on a break on this one with the pace we got, and see what we can do, but no changes to the instructions. We shall leave those as they are, but still, this is a team for the game. Then it is the 4-2-3-1. Leno's in goal, back four of George, Rakik coming in, Marlon and Karaman in midfield, Redmond and Pep in place of Bentancur, and just further forward, Brandt in place of Sisto on the left, Mahrez on the right, and Sigurdsson as our attacking midfielder. Esposito in, now red-hot form after the last game. The 2-goal man will start as our lone striker, and on the bench, Pickford, Fabiano, Chambers, Bentancur, Sisto, Patino, and also Callum Wilson as well. So a massive, massive game. We're away at the Bernabeu. Again, not feeling too confident, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Can we get a magical win here? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'll take an away goal. So come on, Swansea. A big game. I'm quite intimidated by that lineup, but I believe we can do it. And what a night for Karaman as well. He's got the task of trying to keep Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the all-time greats, quiet tonight. Will he be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see. Still, first highlight does come here with Dani Carvajal collecting a long goal kick. He finds Rodriguez, and it is Hammers on the ball, cutting inside, and still Rodriguez going. He goes for goal as well, but fires it over the bar. So still 0-0. Not a bad start though, 22 minutes in now. Real Madrid not created anything clear-cut, and I'm content with this. And as we approach the half-time mark, that is the only highlight so far in a very, very poor first 45 minutes, but I don't mind this whatsoever. Of course, I do want the away goal. You guys know I love those away goals in Europe, but to be honest, we're doing okay. We've kept Real Madrid at bay, and that's the most important thing, I feel. So yeah, not a bad first half one bit. Real Madrid creating nothing clear cut, and I think in the stats as well, yeah, in the top right, we've had a bit more possession and had more shots too. So yeah, not a bad first half from the Swans here. Can we nick a goal in the second half? Let's find out. Oh no, you must be joking. Well, he can carry on, but oh, I mean, that is just typical, isn't it? That is absolutely typical. 2 goals, finally, breaking the goal drought in the last game, and an assist. And now he's gashed his leg. So we'll have to take him off not before long. So I don't want to see I don't want to see that get an infection. That is so frustrating, man. Seriously, he's had such a good game against Norwich after such a torrid run of form of late. And now he's got an injury. It's the season of injuries, and it continues tonight. And so, as we come towards the final whistle, wow, this has been one of the worst games of all time in Football Manager history. This was one of the big games as well. Oh, can we nick it here? Highlight, Sigurdsson floats in a free kick dealt with. Marlon gets on the end of it, through towards Siggy, still a chance, no. And that would do it then. Final score, Real Madrid 0, Swansea 0. I don't know what to say. That was genuinely one of the worst games ever. I was so excited for that. I bigged it up. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. There was one highlight in the first half, and that was it. I'm going to say, well done. You've just proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat out there, because defensively, we were rock solid. And for Karaman's sake as well. I mean, I discussed it just as the game started. You know, I mean, seriously, 19 years old. He had to cope with Cristiano Ronaldo, and he kept him as quiet as a mouse. So a really, really solid result, that one. A 0-0 draw away at the Bernabeu. Unfortunately, I can't see Real Madrid not scoring a goal in 180 minutes worth of football. So they'll almost certainly score at Liberty Stadium. And that's why I wanted an away goal tonight, because I can't see us keeping another clean sheet. And thus our chances of going through are going to be quite slim, as Esposito is out for 10 to 13 days. For goodness sake, the season of injuries continues. But yeah, that's not a bad result. You know, despite the fact that I still think Real Madrid will get through in the second leg in March, that's still not actually a bad result in the grand scheme of things. We're still in it, put it this way. I thought we might be out of it after the first leg, but instead we're still in it and have a possible chance of going through to the quarters. And that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall return for the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round against Real Madrid at the Liberty Stadium in the next episode. And we'll also have a big game as well against Liverpool at home in the Premier League too. So I'll play these games off camera and then come back for these two right here. But thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please leave a like. Much love to you all. Hope you guys have had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Enjoy your evening tonight. And I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.